Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a reading for all my single ladies and single men in the month of May, which I just want to say, we have a full moon in Scorpio, so it's definitely going to be about emotions. It may talk about, eliminating what is not serving you emotionally once and for all. Because then we move into a new moon in Gemini at the end of May, and that, let's remember, we're in the year of the lovers. This is, a 6-year finds more love really than any other year. It doesn't mean love doesn't happen in other years, but this is the year of the lovers. So, expect the unexpected. That's what I say. Expect the unexpected. Especially, I just feel like, listen, the new moon in Gemini and being in the year of the lovers and the month of May, like, you just put all that energy together and it feels, I don't know, romantic? I don't know. All right, let's get into this reading. This is for any sign. Just trust your intuition. That's really how you want to go into any reading. Trust your intuition. Don't overthink. And we're just going to go with the flow. Connect to our guides, of course. We have a beautiful background of rain. Yet I can still hear some birds out there. Okay. All right. We're going to use the Good Tarot. And then we will bring in the Luminous Tarot. When it's needed. Okay. Let's give these a cut. By the way, my cards are always pre-shuffled. I shuffle them for you. Well, we're going to take them. We have, look at that, transformation. Look at that. That's the Death card. That's the card of Scorpio. We are moving towards a Scorpio full moon. I'm telling you. It all just feels like, it's all kind of just meant to be. I'm not putting any expectations upon it. I'm just like feeling the energy as it wants me to feel it. So the Death card, it does talk about endings, but it's so you can have a rebirth in your life. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is very independent energy. Especially in your finances. This talks about success. But, you have to be willing to put your finances there, or put your focus there at the same time. We're doing a love reading. And this really speaks of your material world. But also, it's more than that, because I feel like this is energy that I put in to grow my world, right? To create roots, something that has a very firm foundation. I feel like it comes from your wisdom, that type of thing, but it is very independent at the same, it's independence, but success. Well, I don't know why I put a but in there. It's independence and success. All right. We have the Hangman. Interesting. It's like a pause in the action. The Hangman does speak of non-movement, but with purpose. This Hangman is seeking wisdom, right? Give me the wisdom of my next steps. Maybe speaking to your guides. I often feel it's interesting because, I'm thinking, well, then the Hangman's really connecting to below. But again, I'm relating that more to Scorpio. Just because Scorpio's energy is like under the water. And Scorpio sends their feelers up to get the information it needs from under. That's where it feels comfortable. Something's going on in the month of May. I can feel it. There's my birthday. I see my birthday often, and it's interesting. 12 is the day my son was born. You know, like, I pay attention to all these synchronicities, and I say that because in some way that may also relate back to someone. All right, I think I'm going to take 4 cards across. Let me bring this down. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Coming next to the Hangman. 6 of Pentacles is mirroring the Death card. That tells me that within, you know, whatever has ended, whatever was meant to end, you definitely learned from it. I can tell it hasn't been easy, because this is about this journey within the 6 of Pentacles. I often feel is a journey, and the Hangman is kind of like he's seeking wisdom, right? And his head is moving towards his 6 of Pentacles. You know, first of all, I feel like this Hangman maybe is learning the art of giving and taking, right? The how do I want to say it? It's like, well, let's talk about the 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles tells me, especially with the Death card mirroring it, that during this transformation, let's say, excuse me, what you have learned, what you have gained is a sense of empathy and compassion for others. You know, interesting enough also, we must have some Scorpios here, but I feel like this is relating very much to the Scorpio full moon. What was I going to say? Interesting enough. I forget what I was going to say. That's weird. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Scorpio has the energy where many times they draw to them people that need, like, an emotional healing. So I feel like that means that that's something they must master, right? Because if they can't master it, then how can they serve others, so to speak? Now, I keep saying Scorpio, Scorpio, but I feel like what this is saying is this is calling for all of us to be in that type of energy. I see this all the time. I feel like, you know, using the wisdom of my past, of the pain, of whatever it is I needed to transform from, can then be part of what I do in the world. You know what I mean? It's like now I feel, it's interesting because after I close that door, a lot of times then we feel really of service. Like, okay, now I feel, this feels right. And what's mirroring the 9 of Pentacles would also be the 6 of Pentacles. So this could definitely be saying that many of you are on this path of, you know, it's like helping the underdog, so to speak. And it feels right. So maybe that was important, right? Maybe getting you to that point was important for your soul, right? Because in the 9 of Pentacles, there really does feel like a sense of safety and security within myself. You know, almost like if something doesn't work out, I'll be okay. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. We have the Sun. Beautiful. You know, and it's coming below the Death card. again, immediately I can relate this to my children. Um, Jennifer is a Scorpio and Stephen was a Leo. Leo is the ruler of, the sun is the ruler of Leo. I love that the star is like illuminating, and this doesn't say the death card, right? This says transformation. And I like that because I feel like that's really what the death card is. It's almost like the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. And it's time. Excuse me. The sun is, it's a beautiful energy of really living within your inner child. Like letting like the energy of what do I want to say, of like discovery. The little girl in the card of transformation looks like she's discovered something. We have patience. Card of Sagittarius, by the way. Major Arcana. 4 major arcanas. Interesting. Out of 6 cards. So, first of all, that talks about change. Maybe patience. Maybe that time is, coming to an end. Maybe this hangman is preparing to have this awakening. Or will have the awakening, I don't know if you can prepare for it. I feel like it just kind of happens. Patience talks about, temperance talks about divine timing, right? Things happening in their right time. I do feel like for some of you, this is saying, this 9 of Pentacles energy, and it does, again, feel independent, like you are, like, on your own here. But I feel you're very, very comfortable. It feels very, very good, and I do feel like that energy, this is what I'm seeing this year in the readings. I'm seeing a pattern. And I should say even longer than just this year. I'm seeing a pattern. And the pattern feels to me like if I'm, if I want to wait to, well, I don't want to say the word wait. If I believe in the way energy works, right? My intention, where is my energy? Because if my energy is, let's say, I'm not putting any focus on that 9 of Pentacles, right? It could mean that I have a pattern of becoming codependent. And that needs, it's like the opportunity to break that, to cut that cord, right? So it doesn't mean, well, I feel like when that goes away, then love can truly be felt for what it's meant to be, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot of earthly problems that get in the way. But some of these cords I can cut, right? I can cut. Anyway, I feel like the pattern, what it's showing is, if, let's just say, I'm just using the universe, you could say God has a plan for our life, then it would make sense that the stronger we are within ourselves, the better we're able to love another, I guess, maybe is the way I should put it, or the better that seed of love will grow, right? Because your foundation is starting strong. Some of you, I feel like you may be right here at that, transformation door. I feel like there's nothing to fear, though, because the sun is there. It's like, Nothing can hide in the energy of the sun. Like, everything is illuminated to you. Now, I can put a blindfold on and I can pretend that it's not, but that sun will still get through. And what I mean by that is, still doesn't guarantee that you'll move forward. But I feel like you'll feel it inside, like, stronger and stronger, like, I know I gotta do something. I know I gotta move forward. I know I gotta close this door, right? So it's like they're getting to you from the inside out. And I mean your guides when I say that. Well, hello, love. Love. Right next to temperance. Here it says patience. The sun. Listen, first of all, this just means that anything, this is the lovers, by the way, which is the card of Gemini, by the way. Another sign, like another synchronicity. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. Excuse me. So here's the sun, illuminating this energy of the lovers. So I feel like there's nothing I need to fear in here, because I can see, I can feel all I need to feel. Temperance is coming, like, I don't want to say between the two, but it's about divine timing. So this is kind of something that maybe I don't have a whole lot of control over yet, right? And maybe the more that I allow myself to focus within the Nine of Pentacles energy, and by the way, that just, you know, you have a love for something. There's something that you're very good at. It's the collective energy of your life, all that. And I feel like ultimately it's like getting to the point where you have enough and you want to give back. So, anyways, what a beautiful energy. Temperance right underneath that. Patience. Okay. Da, 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 da. We have the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Mirroring the sun, by the way. Look at her. She's underwater and she's very connected. We have the Messenger of Air, Messenger of Swords. And we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is all about your intention. Will you? You know, in a way, I feel like this Messenger of Air, which means that, you know, it can be news of communication. It can be the beginning of communication between someone. This may be someone that you find is within your pentacle world, which can mean like they are in the same field, or we think the same about, you know, this. So, you know, this messenger is coming in with some type of communication, some type of truth, sitting over patience, temperance. So I feel like I got nothing to fear here. Temperance is looking right back at the sun. So, like, no one's hiding anything. There's nothing, I feel like there's nothing to worry about. And then look at this, the Three of Wands. Listen, some of you, you have been on this path of building within this Nine of Pentacles. And listen, that can mean I'm working for a company, but I'm, you know, I'm independent, like I'm an independent contractor, or, you know, or it is my own business. But I feel like it's definitely from your wisdom, and, you know, there's an intention here, and it is to be able to set down roots. So what am I saying? I'm saying, I don't know. I'm saying that for some, I feel like the Hangman is on, like you purposely are in the Hangman energy, right? Maybe you are seeking love, but you're seeking it in a certain way. The Three of Wands is about your intention in the world. You know, this is stepping into it. This is about ships that are coming in. You know, they're not there yet. They haven't reached shore, but this is about your trust and your belief. Three Wands is moving according to your desire and your passion. I feel like this is saying is, listen, and then I'm seeing that 6. We're in a year 6, universal year 6, but for some this may speak about the beginning of June. There's another 6. Okay. We have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So now you have a couple 9s, and 9s do speak about reflection. The Hermit, card of Virgo. Both of these are cards of Virgo, by the way. Some of you can relate to a double Virgo. I know I can. It's interesting how I'm seeing like a lot of my different people that I love, how I can see them in here. Like they're coming in here also. So anyways, the Hermit, you know, ultimately becomes the wise one through their reflection, right? It's like the willingness to walk through the dark night of the soul. The Hermit is seeking the light, is asking the big questions. And what the Hermit's finding out is that he or she already is the light. And, you know, it's like the Hermit is emerging from the cave because it feels like boom, and then here is the sun. Like this was part of the dark. But with purpose, right? Seeking the wisdom. And I feel like through the Hermit's energy, that also creates the 6 of Pentacles. The give and take. All of that. I feel like in the Hermit's energy, when it emerges, it's like the master teacher. Almost like whether I want to be or not. But for some of you, it's with purpose. It's like, this is just who you're meant to be. And as you are being who you're meant to be, I feel like, boom, that is when it just feels like the right situation shows itself. Okay. Let's take the Luminous Tarot. And I'm not going to make this too long, so I don't know if I'm going to do every card. I don't know that we have to. These are pre-shuffled also, by the way. Let's give them a cut. Sun's trying to separate itself from the Death card like that. You know, it's like, allow it to be. Okay. Oh, we have the 2 cups on the bottom. You know, interesting it's on the bottom deck. Let's see if it makes its way out. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's look at the card of transformation. Number 13. Number 12. Like these numbers are standing out to me. Number 19. Number 14. Number 6. Double 6s. Double 9s. We have the Page of Wands. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 6 of Wands. Victory. Victory over these swords, no doubt. Interesting that we have 2 6s of Pentacles. A 6 of Pentacles coming right over another 6 of Pentacles. Interesting too is we have 666. You know, when I felt earlier that some of you, you know, as you're moving through your life, and some of you are moving into like the energy, I'm always saying like spiritual work. It doesn't have to be spiritual work. I'm taking what I have learned, and maybe I'm using, like in the Nine of Pentacles, like the focus you put in comes right back to you. You know what I mean? Like that success belongs to you. The Ten of Swords over that, and it's touching the Death card, is telling me, especially with the Page of Wands, which often feels like the Fool, right? Ready, is going to take a chance in something. It's after your door closes, boom, I'm ready to take a chance. Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords over it, and Temperance below it. You know, it's like spiritual protection in a way over these swords. But maybe I needed to take them so I could build my business, let's just say, that feels very meant to be. Very meant to be. And listen, I don't know if I could be as helpful or have the success, you know, here's victory again, if I didn't have certain, almost like I had to walk in certain footsteps, certain shoes, so I can understand those that I'm going to help. And by the way, I feel like when I said I felt like love is coming in, excuse me, I feel like I'm being choked up for some reason. But when I say that love is, some of you are finding love within your career, what it is you do for a living. Doesn't mean they necessarily work where you work. Maybe you cross paths in some way, but that boom, that touch of the skin, that touch, that brush against someone, ignites something. Look at this, the Ace of Wands. That's like a yes to me. If I came here with a certain question, I feel like it's a yes. It's Ace of Swords coming over the energy of the Sun. So if this is speaking of communication, opportunity, truth, look at that, the Two of Cups. It made its way out. The Two of Cups made its way out. And the way I feel like it's going to fall is over the Lovers. First of all, we have the Four of Pentacles. You know what I feel like? Some of us had to give up certain ideas of how things had to be. And instead, because this can be the energy of resistance. Why? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like it's individual, the reason, you know, why. But this is also about your foundation in the, you know, in the upright, your foundation, the building of your foundation. I feel like, you know, this is confirmation for me, where again, I feel like the building of your foundation was very important within this relationship. Why? Look at this. The Two of Cups right over the Lovers. I mean, and victory right above it. Need I say more? Well, we have another card. Look at this. The Eight of Wands. When? Soon. Are you sure? This is fast-moving energy. It can feel chaotic. How's it arriving? Partially through your intention. Your intention is part of this energy, right? But so is Divine's energy. You know, soulmates. You know, when you talk about a soulmate relationship is usually a pretty easy, or let's say very loving, kind of like we've known each other forever type energy. Karmic, a lot of times there are excuse me, a lot of lessons, soul lessons, because our soul asked for it, not because someone's mean, right? Because why? Because we can handle it. We think that we can't, but we can. And if we can't, then we can't. But, you know, I don't want to go negative at all. Wow. You know, there's something going on with this full moon. Look at the beautiful connection here. The Two of Cups coming over the Lovers, first of all. The Two of Cups connected to the Six of Wands is victory. Being victorious within. Well, what? It's coming over the Hangman, seeking the wisdom, the clarity that I asked for. You yourself have become the wise one. You know, like within your group, let's say, the one that people look up to or come to, that type of thing. You've become, whether you know it or not, like you have like leadership skills within you. And I don't know, I feel like in a way like you what's that saying, like you shine in a crowd, like somehow like you stand out in a crowd. You'll stand out in a crowd. And I love how the two Six of Pentacles, which is I find is very beautiful energy. Listen, I have learned through my life, and when you come to me in this energy, I can help. I help expand your world, not deflate it. If someone's coming in to deflate it, you should now know. Like, I feel like you guys have evolved so much that you need to like really trust yourself. If it's wrong, it's going to show itself. And if it's right, it's going to show itself. Wow. So, let's look at the bottom of this deck. Look at this. We have the Queen of Cups here, and now we have the King of Cups. Now, again, it doesn't have to mean that there's a water sign. It doesn't have to mean that. It just means that these two people get each other, understand each other. You know, when the King and Queen come to the table, Page of Pentacles under there. I just had it's all about knowledge, Page of Pentacles. Anyways, listen, this may be somebody I knew in college also. But when they come together, both of them, they're like the Four of Wands, even though they're cups, like both of them, they're the energy of, at least now, enjoy being in a relationship, you know, having that person. And that's what, to me, the Two of Cups is. You know, coming over the Lovers, guys, hello. I feel like this is a beautiful singles reading. Do I feel like it's for everyone? I hope it's for everyone. But I feel like what it's saying is different people are different places. You know, if you can watch a reading like that, like if I'm still in the Ten of Swords, it's saying, right, I've got to build myself so that Ten of Swords can never happen again. I've got to see it for what it was. I often feel the Ten of Swords means sometimes I stay too long. But nonetheless, you know why? Because maybe I'm hanging on to the way something should be, but it's just not turning out that way. Maybe I just got to put an end to that and put a different intention out there. And I feel like if you do, boom, there's success. Love. Hello. So I feel like, you know, is this for everyone? Probably in your time, right? But listen, what you put out there is what comes back to you. So look at it that way. If I can make myself, you know, the best I can, it doesn't mean perfect, just the best you can, that's what's going to come back to you. If I'm, you know, if I stay in and don't heal broken energy, well, I'm going to find that that's what comes to me, right? Because if, you know, the universe isn't judging you, So, anyway, how beautiful. It's Ace of Swords. You know, if nothing else, it speaks of truth coming over the sun. Complete illumination. Give up your way of how it must be and go with the flow. If someone's not respecting you, giving you what you need to see it, know it, and you have to make the decision. But I feel like in the Ten of Swords, I'm staying too long, or I've stayed too long, right? It's one sword after another. But in some way, it's because I'm also being resistant. Now, I don't feel like it's resistant to them. Resistant maybe to, like, I'm trying to change them, or I'm trying to get them to see it my way, and it's just not worth it. Especially when this is out there. And Temperance is like, you know, listen, I control divine timing. And the right time is the right time. And the wrong time is the wrong time. So, I feel like go with that flow. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking. I found this to be quite beautiful. Your comments will let me know. I thank you just for your time, for being here. I hope you found your message. I hope you trust it, you know, if it's for you, and trust if it's not for you. You know, maybe there's a different reading I have out there that's for you. So anyways, I thank you guys. I love you guys. I thank you for all you do for my channel. I won't go into it. You know what you do. I thank you and I love you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.